Hi everyone, I want you to look at verse 30 and 31 in chapter 35. It's about the architect of the Mishkan. His name was Bitzalel. And it says that Bitzalel was the son of Uri ben Chur, the son of Uri, who was the son of Chur, Lamati Yehuda. And then it says in Pasuk 31, Vayimoli also Ruach Elokim, and the Spirit of God filled him, Bechachma, with wisdom, Betfuna, with understanding, Betas, with knowledge, Bechol Melacha, for all the work that he had to do. And the Gemara in Brachas tells us there are two rabbis, Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani, said in name Rabbi Yonasan. Why was he called Bitzalel? Because he was Bitzalel. He could see in the shadow of God. Bitzal, from the tzal, from the shadow, El, of God. But I think maybe even a clearer version is Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rav that Bitzalel was able to understand that when God created the world, he used a combination of letters. And so to create heaven and earth, he had this wisdom, understanding, and intellect, how to use the letters, or I would say even the creation, how to create a Mishkan, which is actually not only just a dwelling place for God, but our rabbis teach us it was a microcosm of creation. And so Bitzalel was gifted not only with this intellect, but he had the gifts from all the entire nation. So it was gold and silver and copper and wood and jewels and wool and linen. And what is he to do with it? How does he know where to place it and how to form it? So that he was God instilled with him this ruach, to be able to see the intrinsic value of each item, not just the item itself, but Chazal tell us the intentions behind the giving of that item and where it would be appropriately placed in this Mishkan, so to speak, properly placed in creation itself. And I think often that is something that I always work on, is about seeing the inherent value of what God has gifted me with, myself. What is my value? What are my gifts? But also, just as importantly, is the inherent value of my friends and my community. And what is my responsibility, especially as a teacher with my students, to help them discover their own inherent value. This past week, on Friday night, my wife and I had the privilege of about 70 plus students, high school students, showing up at our house for a tish. Our house was standing room only, and for an hour and 40 minutes, the singing, the ruach, the passion, the excitement, the roar of the crowd was so uplifting. We created something fantastic, but when I think about it, it wasn't just that we set up a nice table with food and refreshments and chairs, but it's about the Rebbeim that I work with and the teachers that I work with who've created such a fantastic culture to bring teenagers together on a Friday night when they should be in bed, maybe resting or wanting to be in bed resting, to come out to walk many great distances, and kids who came for Shabbos out of town to come and sing and join in for the Shabbos, to experience the Shabbos together as a community. No coincidence, VaYakhal, Moshe gathers the Jewish people to talk about what first? About Shabbos. How great Shabbos is when we come together and we create something new, because Shabbos, again, is the reminder of creation, and that, again, hopefully brings us closer to Hashem. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Again, if you like what you hear, please pass it on. Shabbat Shalom.